Meth97, and welcome back to another episode of Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. Here we're ECW, and we're going to go ahead and set up some rivalries, and I got a suggestion from a Mr. GTS Skinny to do a rivalry between, for the Mark Henry and Kane, I think it was, and I got another oh. Well, that's going to be a problem. So, okay, well, I had two suggestions. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a problem here, but that can be fixed. The feuds I had suggested, we're going to go ahead and go with that for One Night Stand. But here we're going to go ahead and make some sort of transition feuds up for these, up for this generic pay-per-view that comes up in 3 weeks. So it'll be Chris Masters and Mark Henry will be feuding, and then we'll see the Brothers of Destruction go at it. Kane and The Undertaker for the ECW Championship. And also, I think we're going to go ahead and set up a Legend Killer rivalry, you know, pretty much the basic thing, or what you would probably expect. The Legend we have on our roster, which would be Bret Hart, and of course the Legend Killer, which would be, in this case, Randy Orton. We're going to go ahead and pick him. He's going to feud with Bret Hart here. And we also are going to have a feud, but I'm not quite sure what that was at the moment. But what we have to do, I'm still going to, if you guys want to keep suggesting rivalries, I'll keep going with that. We're going to go ahead and set up one that'll build a one-night stand. It'll be between Batista and HBK. But if you guys want to, if you guys still want to suggest any feuds, as you see we had Ashley, we're going to go and have her invade another show just to try and get us some initial ratings. But we're going to see Mark Henry and Chris Masters. They're going to go one-on-one in our opening contest. We're going to make this, let's go with the submission match. So it'll be the Bear Hug versus the Master Lock. So we'll see how this will work. And then in our main event, we're going to see The Undertaker go one-on-one with Kane, and let's make this a First Blood match. That's what we'll do. So we'll have ECW Champion The Undertaker taking on Kane in our main event. But if there's any feuds you want to see heading in a One Night Stand, still go ahead, leave some suggestions, or even if you want to see a short feud leading into the pay-per-view, just give me some sort of suggestions, people you want me to try and acquire in trades, and just other stuff, whatever. This is your GM mode, not my GM mode, so you guys can leave me some suggestions. Okay, well, it is my GM mode, so I'm still going to put my little spin on it. But you guys leave the suggestions, I'll be sure to take them into account. And like I said, the Chris Masters feud with The Undertaker, I will get there, but unfortunately, at this current time, I wasn't able to set that up. So, post-pay-per-view, we're going to go ahead, heading up to One Night Stand, we're going to go ahead and try and set up those two rivalries that I was originally supposed to have. So, pretty much the four main guys are going to be booked in rivalries for a while now to come. So we see, we're going to have Elijah Burke. This tag team match I was pretty indecisive on. I wanted to get my mid-card talent. We want to get some superstars in here. But I don't really think Johnny Nitro should none of these opponents seem like they'd be good tag team partners for the Hardy Boys. We're just going to go ahead and pair him up with Mr. Kennedy for this one. And we're going to go ahead and set that one up. And this match is going to be our Legend Killer match between Bret Hart and Randy Orton. And we're going to go ahead and book this in as a tables match between Bret the Hitman Hart and Randy Orton. And actually, no, let's change this. Parking lot brawl. That's how this rivalry is going to start out. They're going to be fighting each other backstage. Okay, no, I couldn't really decide this one. Let's go with a ladder match. There we go. That's our final decision. So here's our match card. As you can see, we have that nice 6-man tag match. Batista taking on the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. And if you hear that, they're working on the neighbor's apartment above us. But you see the Hardy Boys and Kennedy get the victory. Randy Orton gets the victory in the ladder match. And HBK defeats Batista. So we'll have to see where those will lead to next week. But now we have our submission contest between the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, taking on the masterpiece, Chris Masters. And it looks like we're going to be playing as Chris Masters in this one. But I want to quick pull up and see who left the suggestions for these matches. I know The Undertaker and the Mark Henry and Kane rivalry was left by GTS Skinny. He does GM mode, so if you haven't seen it, go check his out. There might be a video response or something. There'll be, I don't know, and just go check him out if there's nothing leading to his channel or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead. Oh my god, everything's lagging because I'm playing a video in the background. So I seriously hope the commentary doesn't get messed up for this. Okay, so Lol Hater left the suggestion for Chris Masters and Undertaker for the ECW belt. So after, if he's if he's still got the belt on him after One Night Stand, we'll see about that ECW title feud. Okay, that's pretty loud. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. The one guy in our apartment, yeah, they have to clean up after him. So anyway, we see Chris Masters. He's gonna turn Mark Henry around. He's got the world's strongest man. He's setting him up. Oh, nice fall away sort of suplex maneuver there. And now Chris Masters. Oh, is he going for the master lock already? Oh no, we spent a little too much time taunting as Mark Henry and Chris Masters able to reverse it. And now Mark Henry with some elbows to the side of the head able to reverse that maneuver. And there's a nice knee lift there by Mark Henry, but now Chris Masters, he's got the world's strongest man up, and a power slam by Chris. The masterpiece, Chris Masters. And what a leg drop there by Chris Masters. He got some pretty, he's got a pretty nice vertical on that leg drop. He went pretty high up there to drop the leg on Mark Henry, and now Mark Henry, oh, just smashing Chris Masters' face into his knee, and now what's Mark Henry looking to do now? And now you see Chris Masters able to push him off in a nice clothesline there by Chris Masters. And now Chris Masters, what exactly is he looking to follow that up with? Looked like he was running, going for another clothesline there, but Mark Henry was able to dodge. And a hard arse whip into the corner. Chris Masters sends Mark Henry, but now Mark Henry. There's some shots to the gut of Chris Masters, and now Mark Henry looking to capitalize. And again, driving his knee into the skull of Chris Masters. And, wow, it's starting to get really loud, and it's annoying and distracting, so we'll see if I can keep this up. Chris Masters now, he's got Mark Henry, he's gonna lift him up. Nice brainbuster suplex there. Chris Masters really showing some power in this contest, and now Chris Masters maybe set him up. No, Mark Henry was able to counter. Chris Masters looked like he was going for something big there, and I swear I gotta get louder to try and compete with this stupid drills or whatever they're doing up there. And now we see Chris Masters went for a shoulder tackle, but Mark Henry was able to counter. And yes, like I said, we have in 3 weeks we have the pay-per-view, which doesn't have a name. So if you guys want me to name the pay-per-view, give it some sort of creative name, then leave it in the comments below, and we'll see. Maybe we can at least name this pay-per-view so it's not just some generic crap. But anyway, we see Chris Masters looking for a full, or like a, I'm not sure what that was. Holy! Whoa, did you see Mark Henry? He just had a pretty, I didn't think the world's strongest man could jump that high. But anyway, there was a nice neck breaker there by Mark Henry. A very acrobatic maneuver by the world's strongest man. But still, we've seen a lot of power by Chris Masters in this one, as he just lifted Mark Henry up for a full body press slam, military carry, I'm not exactly sure. But now he's just driving the knee into the gut of Mark Henry, into the corner, but now Mark Henry, he's able to kick away Chris Masters. And now Masters was looking for maybe a running neck breaker or something, but Mark Henry is able to avoid it. And now we see Chris Masters. He's got him up now, looking for a gut buster, and he's got him up. Mark Henry, there's an elbow, if Masters can only hit the gut buster. But Mark Henry, and a nice neck breaker there by Mark Henry onto Chris Masters, able to get out of that maneuver. And now we see Mark Henry. But Chris Masters, he's trying to kick him off. And he successfully kicks off the world's strongest man. And now Chris, what's he looking to follow that up with? Oh, but Mark Henry is able to trip him out with a nice drop toe hold counter. And now Chris Masters. No, another counter by Mark Henry. This is just counter after counter in this contest. And now another counter by Chris Masters. And there's an arm drag takedown by the masterpiece, Chris Masters. And a leg drop to follow it up. And now Mark Henry is able to sweep at the legs of Chris Masters. And now Mark Henry is dragging him by the leg into the center of the ring, maybe trying to make him submit here. But there's a nice punch by Chris Masters. And again, he's going to power him up. Mark Henry trying to fight out of it. And here we go, Mark Henry. Again, there's that acrobatic neck breaker. I swear you'd never see a big man jump that high in real life. That's how realistic this game is. So now we see Mark Henry. There's some, oh, I hate this headbutt. And now some shots to the face. This thing is like impossible for me to counter. And there's, oh, but Chris Masters able to block it. And there's a nice headbutt. And a big running DDT by Chris Masters. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that. They're still really doing some loud work upstairs. So if you can hear that. Oh, and there's a nice cross chop to the throat by Mark Henry. He's got Chris Masters up against the ropes. He will not let him get out. And there's a shot to the leg. An elbow to the leg by Chris Masters. And now Chris Masters, he's got Mark Henry. Mark Henry trying to fight out of it. Oh, and there's a kick to the gut and a neck breaker by the world's strongest man. And now Mark Henry, he's getting fired up here. Because that's what I do. And oh, crap, not this again. Headbutt by Mark Henry. And now Mark Henry, he's really pulling back on that headbutt. But it looks like he got tired there as he had to roll off and catch his breath. He had to roll off of Chris Masters. See, he's looking a bit fatigued, but there's a shot to the face. And a big clothesline to Chris Masters. Because Mark Henry is really taking the fight to Chris Masters in this one. And now Mark Henry's got Chris Masters up, but it looks like his back maybe gave out there, his leg. Big DDT by Chris Masters onto Mark Henry. And now Chris Masters, he's got him. They're in a lockup. And Chris Masters, he's got him up, looking for a submission. He's got the bear hug locked in on Mark Henry. Mark Henry's own submission maneuver, but Mark Henry got the rope, so he was able to get out of it. There's a nice gut kick by Mark Henry, and a big chop push thing there to Chris Masters. That, whatever it was, it knocked Masters off his feet. And now Mark Henry, no, Chris Masters is able to roll back to his feet. Mark able to dodge there, and now Chris Masters, what they're looking to do. He's trying to grab Mark Henry, and he does. And there's a shot to the gut by Mark Henry, and now Chris Masters. Big DDT there by Chris Masters, and now the masterpiece. He's got Mark Henry up. No, a nice counter there by Mark Henry, and now Mark Henry. What's he looking to follow that up with? You see Chris Masters got him up for a gutbuster type maneuver there. It looks like he's pulling back. Fall away slam there by Chris Masters, and now Chris Masters. He's really got to work on the arms or the ribs or something to try and set him up for the full Nelson, that master lock. Oh, and there's the full body press slam by Chris Masters. And now Masters, he looks like he suffered some own damage, some damage to himself. And he's got him up. The full Nelson slam. And there you see the replay. Chris Masters dropping Mark Henry. And now he's signaling for the master lock. Chris Masters, he's about to apply the master lock onto Mark Henry as Mark Henry tries to struggle back to his feet. You see Chris Masters went for the gut kick, but Mark caught him. Mark Henry. Oh, but there's a big running clothesline by Chris Masters. And now Masters, that's got to be it. He's maybe looking to lock in a master lock, but Mark Henry is able to block. And Chris Masters might have been setting up a master lock attempt there, but if that's what he was going for, Mark Henry's able to block it. And that was 2 shots to the gut. And a big Russian leg sweep there. A nice side Russian leg sweep by Chris Masters, but his head is bugging him. He might have suffered concussion-like symptoms in this match. Shot to the face by Mark Henry, and now Chris Masters is able to dodge, and he's got him again. There's another side Russian leg sweep by Chris Masters, and now this has got to be it. All he's got to do is measure the world's strongest man, and now he's got it. He's got it locked in. The masterpiece, or the master lock. No one has ever been able to escape the submission hold. Mark Henry, he's gonna have to tap out. He's gonna have to tap out. Oh wait, what is it? Mark Henry was able to get out. Or maybe it was just Chris Masters got tired and he had to let go for a second there. But I'm sorry, Bobby Lashley actually got out of the master lock once before. Then there's an elbow to the side of the head by Mark Henry. Oh, and now Masters' back looks like it gave out as he was trying to set up some sort of gut buster there. Maybe that fall away slam again. But it looks like his back gave out. And there's a big running clothesline by Mark Henry. And now Mark, it looked like that clothesline may have just knocked out Chris Masters. All he's got to do is lock in a submission, and this could be it. Oh, and now Mark Henry's setting him up. He's got the camel clutch locked in, and can Chris Masters get out of the submission hold? He's struggling. Can he get out? It looks like he's broken the hold, and he does. Chris Masters able to get out of the camel clutch submission hold. Now he's got Mark Henry. Back suplex there. And now Chris Masters, he's calling him up again, looking for the master lock. Is he going to be able to lock it in this time and make the world's strongest man tap as he went for a clothesline? And this one connects. He missed the first one, but now the second clothesline was able to connect. And now Chris Masters, he's going to duck behind. And now he's got the master lock locked in for a second time. Is he going to be able to make Mark Henry tap out to this one? Mark Henry's got to tap out. Chris Masters defeats Mark Henry by submission thanks to the master lock. Here in our opening contest, but don't go away, we still have one more match to go. We have our main event, Undertaker versus Kane, in a first blood match. And now we see Chris Masters. It's time to celebrate here in ECW. As you see Chris Masters, he just went through a grueling submission match, almost forced to tap out by the hands of Mark Henry, but he was able to lock in the master lock and make Mark Henry tap out. And now we see that actually by submission, if he had tapped out to the camel clutch, that probably would have been a pretty realistic ending, because Mark Henry was able to get out of the master lock. And then if Masters had tapped out there, that would have been believable. But anyway, Masters was able to lock it in a second time. And now we're going to go ahead and play as Kane, because considering the huge popularity difference, plus the fact that Undertaker is ECW champion, if Undertaker were to beat his brother here, that would sort of that would sort of kill the rivalry right there, because then, you know, someone else would want to challenge for the Undertaker and the ECW Championship. But I think it's better if Kane would win this one to keep the feud going.
Good evening,
the Brothers of Destruction going at it here. Referee, you see Undertaker and Kane, they're getting ready. Referee making sure they're ready, and he's gonna ring the bell. And oh, Kane running out, looking for a big clothesline, but counter after counter there by Undertaker. He's able to dodge the clotheslines, and there's a drop toe hold as Kane. He was unable to connect with that running clothesline to kick things off here. And Undertaker went for an elbow drop, but Kane was able to dodge. And he went for a big boot, but countered by the Undertaker. Now, Kane. Oh, there's a shot by the Undertaker. And now punch to the face. The best pure striker in the WWE, the Undertaker. Now Kane, what's he... Oh, there's a low blow. A low blow to the Undertaker, but this is a no disqualification match. There's a sick uppercut by the Undertaker. Or by Kane, and I love that uppercut. And a big boot by Kane. But this is no disqualification, so that low blow is perfectly legal. It's just as legal as a headlock, as some commentator would say. I'm not sure what it is, but a nice reverse DDT there by Kane. And now Undertaker, he's able to sit up, getting back to his feet. And now Kane, what's he looking to do next? He's got Undertaker's leg, but that's sort of the wrong limb to target here. You got to go after the head, but maybe if he can take out the leg, keep Undertaker grounded, and then just start pounding on the face. You see Kane... There's two shots to the face, and there's a knee lift by the Undertaker. And now Kane, he's looking to power up Undertaker, and he's got it for a power slam. But Kane, I'm not sure if Kane exactly knows what he's doing here. Is he got to work on the head in a First Blood match? And now we see the Undertaker. Undertaker looking to lock in a camel clutch. Do either of these superstars know what they're doing? I think they just want to punish each other. Is Kane able to get out of the camel clutch? But you have to work on the head if you want to be able to make your opponent bleed. I think these guys want a little more than just a big DDT there by Kane. But I think they're trying to dish out a little more punishment. Leg drop there by Kane. Try to dish out a little more punishment before the match ends by the First Blood stipulation. Oh, and what is this? Kane, he just looked his brother right in the eyes, and now he's got him. Don't tell me he's going to do this. He's not going to do this. Kane, oh, and he just jumped. There's a big jumping tombstone by Kane, and he just buried his brother. But Undertaker was not busted open, and now I think Kane, now he's calling him up for a choke slam, it looks like. But the Undertaker was not busted open, so this match is not over. Kane, he could have easily gotten the pinfall victory there, but that's not the objective of this contest. Now we see Kane. He's got the Undertaker now. He's got him by the throat, and he's got him up on the top rope for some extra impact, extra elevation. He's got him, and a big choke slam off the top rope. And that would surely be it if this were a normal match, but it is not. It's a First Blood contest. So that choke slam didn't really do much to the head of the Undertaker. And now a camel clutch locked in once again. Kane, and again Kane, he's able to fight out of the camel clutch. But Undertaker, so far, Kane's had the upper hand in this one. He nailed a tombstone onto the Undertaker, stealing the Undertaker's finisher. But Kane, he's been known to use that tombstone as well. But now we see the Undertaker, he set him up for a DDT. Shot to the gut there by Kane. Can Kane fight out? And a big clothesline as Kane. He's able to avoid the DDT. But Undertaker able to sweep out the legs now. And a big elbow drop by the dead man. And Kane went for an uppercut. He's trying to hit Undertaker with an uppercut, but there's a nice strike, a jab there by the Undertaker. And Kane able to block, and a big uppercut blocked by the Undertaker. And back and forth, these guys are blocking each punch. And there's a shot to the gut by Kane. But Undertaker, big back suplex to the Big Red Machine, or as I guess he's known now, the Big Red Monster. I never knew they actually changed that. I figured he was still the Big Red Machine, but anyway, Kane, he's able to get out of the camel clutch. And he went for an uppercut there, and he connects on the uppercut to the dead man, the Undertaker. And a big shot to the back by Kane. And now Kane, what's he looking? Big boot! No, Undertaker was able to avoid the big boot by Kane. Now Kane going up top, maybe looking for that clothesline, but Undertaker, he was able to bring Kane back down to earth. And now Kane, Undertaker looking for an elbow drop. Kane was able to avoid it. Nice knee lift there, and a big uppercut by Kane. And Kane, he's just starting to decimate Undertaker here. Undertaker trying to fight back. There's a knee lift, but Kane just tossing Undertaker on the choke toss there. But Undertaker able to sweep out the legs. And now Undertaker working on the leg, but Kane is able to fight off the Undertaker. And now Kane, what can he look to do next? Went for a big running clothesline, but Undertaker, he was able to counter. And now the best pure striker in the WWE with a headbutt taking shots at the face of Kane. And like he's been called the best pure striker in the WWE for a reason, as those punches could very well knock a normal man out. But we all know Kane is no normal man. And a big boot to the face of the Undertaker by Kane. And now Kane, he's got a steel chair. What is Kane looking to do with the steel chair? He went for a shot at the Undertaker, but Undertaker took the chair. Kane takes it back, and there's a shot with the steel chair by Kane. And now Kane looked like he might have been setting up for that choke slam, and I got a phone call at this point, so I don't know why I thought I was playing this for fun, like I wasn't in the GM, like I wasn't in the middle of recording. I, for some reason, thought that I was just playing it, and then I realized. So, yeah, but I had a phone call, and yeah, that's why I closed it. But anyway, Kane working on the arm now, and he's going to the outside, and I don't know, he seemed to lost the idea for that chair, but now Kane, he's got a ring bell, and a big ring bell shot to the face of the Undertaker. And now Kane, what's he gonna do next? Kane going back after the chair. And now Kane, he's waiting for the Undertaker to get up. Big shot with the chair, and the Undertaker's busted open. First blood stipulation. Kane, he's your winner in this contest, and what a main event that was. We kicked things off with an epic submission match between Chris Masters and Mark Henry. And then we just saw Kane bust open his brother, The Undertaker. Both superstars took a punishment in this match. Both superstars took a hell of a beating. But the devil's favorite demon, Kane, was victorious over his brother, The Undertaker, and he buried him in this contest. He had a tombstone, chair shots, ring bell. What a match that was. Kane, he really earned that victory. But now we have to see what did the WWE fans think about this card that we had set up. What are the ratings going to be? Let's find out. And now we're going to go ahead and check. Raw rate. 4-star! What? 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4. What? Okay, we got a 3-star, so I guess that's okay. We had that first match was 2 stars, so. But to still get a 3-star is pretty good. But 4? How did that? How is that? How can that possibly get you 4 stars? And on the first show, what? Like that never happens. But as you see, we're gonna go ahead and build up Chris Masters for his feuds that will be going up in the near future. So that'll be about +10 so far. I don't know. He's usually set around the 50s though, so that's pretty low. And then we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna give Kane's popularity to try and get him into this feud. God dang it, +5s. When are we gonna get some +8s? You know, something big here. We got a +8 from Undertaker in the first episode, and now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna toss it to Mark Henry here for another +5. Come on. Okay, we're low on cash, but that's usually how things start out here. Fan support. We are currently losing. Okay, so that interference promo didn't really work, so we're gonna check WWE.com. Blockbuster trade is the headline. So thanks for watching. Raw +220,000 fans. Leave a like, a comment, and keep on YouTube.